In this video we will show how to assemble a flow style on-off valve body with the internal components, and then assemble the valve body to the 90-degree fitting for a XT cutting head. In the kit, part number 014988-1, this is a universal on-off valve kit. We have the seat, a poppet, high pressure seal, high pressure O-ring, backup ring, and an O-ring. To perform this repair, you will need the insertion tools. You will also need some food grade lubricant. I will be using Molykote 111 compound. You can also use food grade lubricant. These serve the same purpose. We will take the poppet, place it inside the hole on the insertion tool, take the high pressure seal, install the red high pressure O-ring, take the backup ring, install it on the poppet, take the O-ring and the seal, install those next. Your assembled product should look like this. Take this part of the insertion tool, thread it into the top of the valve body. At this point, I will lubricate the seals. This is the same compound, 111 Molykote. Now we will take the seat. The seat is directional. One side has a smaller hole. See if that will focus. The other side has a larger hole. The smaller hole goes inward toward the point of the poppet. So you should see the larger hole once installed. Take your O-ring, push it down inside there. All the O-ring does is hold the poppet seat in place. Now the second part to this video, we will assemble these components. Again, this is for a 5-axis, a flow 5-axis XD cutting head. We have the 90-degree fitting here. We have the gland nut, collar, on-off valve body. We will use some blue lubricant. I like to coat the threads first. A nice even coating. Now I will take the collar. It is left-hand thread, and I normally will run it all the way on to spread out the lubricant evenly among all of the threads, and then remove it. I will take and wipe off the excess. Next I will install the gland nut, then the collar. The main question we are asked is, how far do I thread on this collar? What I have found to work best is you will use a pair of needle nose, and you will thread the collar until it stops, until you run out of threads. And as you're doing this, you will feel it stop. Once it stops, back it off a half of a turn. That allows for room in this gland nut, yet there's still enough room for this face to seal against the poppet. That makes your seal, this face against that poppet. Now we will take more lubricant, blue lubricant, apply it to the threads here on the valve body. And I will also take a small amount onto my finger and apply it to this face. I don't want too much, but I want a nice, consistent film on that face. The reason for this, that is a face-to-face seal from this 90-degree fitting to that poppet that's in there. Now I will assemble. Once these are assembled, you'll install this on your cutting head, holding a crescent wrench or suitable wrench size here, and then tightening down this gland nut. And finally, you have weep holes located here on this valve body. One here, here, and then here. At this point, this is where the actuator threads into. This is where your high pressure line enters. And at this point, if you have water leaking from here or here, we'll loosen this, move it around here. Here or here, that is because the connection point between this valve body and this 90-degree fitting is either loose, or a lot of times, if you install new components, the collar down inside of here is not adjusted down far enough. If it's not adjusted down far enough, this is what you will see. You'll have something that looks like this. You'll have a lot of slack in this collar, in the gland nut. And when you tighten things together, it will end up bottoming out right here against the body, and we're still loose over here. This is an extreme situation. To fix this, run it all the way down, back it off a half a turn, and this is what you should see. When I assemble these on the cutting head, I normally leave this joint right here loose. I insert the high pressure line, torque it to spec, and then that allows this to set into a neutral position. I will hold this valve body in that position and then tighten this gland nut right here.